Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today, inshallah, we're gonna discuss a new lesson from Mega Goal 6 with me. I'm teacher Sami. Let's begin. So our lesson today from expansion 1 to 3. Look at this exercises, or I want to give a introduction before we apply it with our exercises. So let us begin our lesson. Look at that one, noun clauses. What do you know about noun clauses? Or what you learned already about noun clauses? Noun clauses, at what we learned it before, we have 4 situations about it. Number 1, when we want to beginning with that, what is the definition for it, or what is the purpose for using with that? We can use it to make a statement within a statement. So I can join a statement with a statement if I using that. For example, I think that beauty is about what in one inside of a person. So look at these 2 statements. I think, this is your opinion, and beauty is about what in one, inside of a person. I join these 2 statements by using that. This is a first situation about the noun clauses. What is the second one? After verbs, a noun can follow certain verbs, as what mentioned on your pupils book, page 36. We have an exact verbs. We should applying it, or we should taking it when we want to using inside noun clauses or with the noun clauses. They give it one of these as example. Do you think that beauty products make someone people look better? What do you think about it? So do you think is a verb that beauty products make some people look better. This is the second situation. So what is the third one? We learned it already. After adjective, a noun clause often follows be plus certain adjective. So the structure of it is be plus certain adjective. It mentioned on your pupils book, page 36. Okay, let we apply it inside one example. She doesn't seem to be aware. So look at that one, be, then I give a certain adjective. So beware is one of that certain adjective they mentioned in your book. That hair dress is no longer in style. So she doesn't seem to be aware. When I want to using be with the noun clauses, I should follow it with a certain adjective. That hair dress is no longer in style. This is the third situation. What is the fourth one? As a subject. So sometimes I can use a noun as a subject in a sentence, but in which time, or how can I use that one? Usually begin with it. Okay, let we check. They told us that common expression that begin sentence with the noun clauses as the subject. They mentioned it also in the same page 36. And we take one example about it. It is surprising. So it as a subject inside the sentence. That toothbrushes only became common in the 20th century. Look at the first syllable of our sentence. It is surprising. So how can I apply it? I make a noun as a subject inside this sentence. So by the end of this this information, I found that, or I can summarize that noun clauses have 4 points or have 4 situations. Number 1, when I want to using it with that. And number 2, I can use it with the certain verbs. Number 3, I can use it after adjective, but notice that they give it a structure. We should follow be, by, and then a certain adjective. Not all of the adjectives can I use it with a noun clauses. No, there is some a little or some certain adjectives they mentioned it in your book. Number 4, and the last one is we can use it as a subject inside the sentence, as what we applied in these examples. We told us that we usually begin our sentence with it. I think is it make a sense to you? Let's transfer for the second slide. Okay, now after we summarize that noun clauses, we should apply it inside some question. Already mentioned in your expansion in your pupils book. By the first question, let us see what we have. Complete each sentence with a noun clause that is true about you. So they want you, inside this question, to fill it with a noun clause. Which situation of the fourth one, we mentioned it before, is suitable with the sentence? They give it the first one as a model. Sometimes I complain that I have too much homework. This is the right way of using the noun clause with it. So I have too much homework. So that, notice I using that. So this is the first situation. Number 2, 10 years from now, I hope that I will have a really nice house. So what do you think is it? 10 years from now, I hope that I will have a really nice house. Also, this is the first situation. They mentioned it using noun clauses with that. Number 3, I sometimes fear that. Fear from what? Or how can I apply noun clauses with it? I will not be accepted. Notice that, be accepted into a university. This is the third one I mentioned before. When you want to using adjective, we should follow be by a certain adjective. Number 4, I would never forget that. So what I would never forget? His appointment was the day before mine. So his appointment was the day before mine. This is the second situation we talk about. How can we use a noun as a verb? When I was younger, I decided that I wanted to be a teacher. So be a teacher is the important things that mention. How can I apply this noun clauses with it? I bring be, then I followed it with adjective. Last week in class, what happened? I learned that the author of that book lived nearby. So that the author of that book lived nearby. What they mean? They mean we apply that by the first situation. We're using that to join the statements together. Number 6, when must people meet me? They probably noticed that I am very tall. Okay, I am very tall, which means that make the noun here is the subject inside the sentence. Number 7, my parents expect that. What do you think my parents expect? That I will go to college. I will go to college. That I will go to the college. We apply the verb inside the sentence as a noun clauses. People who have known me a long time know that. What they know about me? I'm very trustworthy. This is the fourth situation that we mentioned before inside the noun clauses from our grammar today. Okay, by the end of this exercise, we noticed that some of it applied with the first one. How can we use that? And the third or the fourth one, they applying be with adjective. The fourth, 5 and 6th one, we apply how it comes with the verbs. And here on the 6th one, if I want to using a noun as a subject, also the last one, if I want to using a noun as a subject. Let me transfer for the second question. The second question that they give it an adjective. Notice that page, we have a lot of pictures, and down of each pictures we have an adjective for it. Okay, what they want from the question? Write a sentence with an adjective. Noun clause for each picture. Okay, now we understand what the writer wants from us to do. So we want, or he wants to put an adjective, then we followed it by noun clauses. Use the adjective provided and your own idea. So you should complete the noun clauses from your own idea, but make sure that you apply the grammatically correctly. Number 1, as a model, worried. What do you think the suitable is it? So I should take the adjective and put in a complete sentence. After that, I join with another statement, but the second one is in the noun clauses. Look at that one. He is worried. Okay, this is the first syllable for our statements. He is worried. I apply this adjective inside the statement. Then what happened? I joined these two statements or phrases by that he may, he again return it to the subject, may have failed the exam. So the first one is a complete sentence with an adjective, and the second one after that is a noun clauses. I think, is it make a sense to you? Okay, let we apply for the second one. Disappointed. What do you think? How can I write that sentence? So if I say he is disappointed, then I bring that, the conjunction that. Why I'm applied? Because I want the second part of our statements written with the noun clauses. Any fourth situation, I can use it. I should look carefully or be attention about which situation is suitable with me when I want to write this statement. So he is disappointed that he didn't. So disappointed, which means something not good. So disappointed, he didn't win the match. Okay, he didn't win the match. The first part of it is an adjective statement, and the second part after that is the noun clause. What is the statement? It is the first situation of noun clauses. Okay, number 3, happy. Look at the picture down. The adjective of it is happy. At the third man from right corner, he is happy. How can I apply this adjective statements with the noun clauses? He is happy that his son got very good grades at school. So, which means that I bring a reason for his happiness that his son become or take a very good grades in his school. So he is happy is the first part, an adjective statement. Then the second part, his son got very good grades at school. This is the noun clauses. So how can I join these two statements? I using that. And this is the first situation of the previous lesson from noun clause. Okay, now we will go for the third one, surprise. How we can apply the noun clause with the sentence from your opinion or from your own ideas. I can say he is surprised. So why he is surprised? That he slept so late. Okay, the first part of that one is an adjective statement and the other one is a noun clause. I join these two statements with the conjunction that. Number 4, unaware. What do you think about that one? Unaware, we can say he is unaware that someone trying to steal his money. Someone trying to steal his money. So the first part is what I said before, an adjective statement. And the second one is the noun clause, and I join these two statements with that. This is the first situation of our noun clause. The last point or the last question from the question is glad. What do you think is it? We can say they are glad, which means an adjective statement. So why they are glad? That they won the game. That they won the game. The first part, as what I mentioned, is the an adjective statement, and the second one is the noun statement. Okay, let me transfer for the third question. Use the words and the phrases to write sentence. They want from you to use a word or and phrases for what? To write a sentence, a complete full meaning sentence, with the noun clauses again as the subject. So they want from you, or the writer want from you, to apply the noun clause by the fourth situation. If you remember that, I mentioned the fourth one, I can apply noun clause as a subject inside the statement. The first one is a model, but be sure that, or I want to notice you that this subject clauses have some experiences or expressions that we have inside the book. Not all of the subjects I can use it as a noun clauses. Look at the first one. Elephants have a great memories. So it is true. It is true, one of that expression they mentioned in your book. And with that statement, I can complete my statement as a noun clause. So it is true that elephants have a great memories. Okay, are you ready to apply the other ones? Okay, let us begin. A fact. So true, a fact, unlikely, funny, strange, obvious, and possible. Some of the expressions they mentioned it in your pupil's book. With this expression, I can use the subject as a noun clause. Number two, unlikely, he will be able to afford a car this year. We can say it is unlikely that. So when I want to make this a right noun clause, I should join these two statements with that. So unlikely, it's completely sentence. How can I make it a completely one? It is unlikely. After that, what I should apply? I put that. Then I will complete the statements up at the third or second part in our statement. It is unlikely, stop, first one, that the second part or the second steps, and the third one is he will be able to afford the car this year. Okay, number three, funny. He doesn't like tomatoes, but he does like tomato soup. What do you think? So it is funny. We can say it is funny that. Do you see that the 2 points up? We can put that instead of it when we want to join these two sentences and make one complete noun clause. It is funny that he doesn't like tomatoes, but he does like tomato soup. Number four, strange. It is strange that he missed the goal even though he was very close to it. Okay, and number five, obvious. It's obvious that people who study harder usually get better grades. And the last one, possible. What do you think about it? We can say it's possible that if people start using alternative sources of energy, global warming can be slowed. Okay, by the end of this question, we can summarize our grammar noun clauses as 4 steps or 4 kinds. The first one, we can use it beginning it with that. Number two, we can use it with the verb, and they give it a structure of it that we should follow. Be, then a verb after of it. The third one, we can use it with the adverb, and they mentioned that there is a certain adjective. Not all of the adjective is suitable with the noun clause. No. Some of it is, or some of this expression mentioned in your book is suitable when I want to make a noun clauses. And the fourth one, how can I apply these noun clauses as a subject in our statements? This is the conclusion for our lesson today. And by the end of this question, I would be thanks for your join to my class, and thank you so much.